Ready, go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let it be known that July 12th, 2019, the first ever live episode of Pursuit of Music was filmed and recorded. We've got a live studio audience of a
Hey, you can't say that.
I'll cut that out. It'll say beep on the podcast. Little people, okay? Back in my day, no. So,
Okay, so where are we?
I'm so tired. I'm so done with this game.
So we're at the Pursuit of Music Brass Camp. We have a bunch of people in here in the band hall. Do we have a camera set up that's pointing this way?
What?
Do we have a camera that's set up pointing at them?
No.
No?
No.
Alright, they're here. Can I hear you all? Hi.
Yeah. They're out there. Okay, so I need to put a timer on. We've got 25 to 27 minutes to get this audio thing recorded. So let's get it done. And what we want to do, what's up? Huh?
We have a performance going up in a few minutes.
Yeah, we're what? How many minutes out from 45 minutes out from y'all getting ready to play. So y'all better be ready to go.
Yeah.
But so I think what we want to do is kind of ask quick fire questions and just kind of rotate people in. Are y'all cool with doing that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You want to start?
All right, we've got Hutch with us. Hutch, would you introduce yourself?
My name is Hutch. I'm a top tier player here at Pursuit of Music Camp.
Where are you
Okay.
I am from Prosper, Texas.
What grade are you?
Awkward moment. Awkward moment. Awkward moment. Awkward moment.
Was I doing like Ames Marbles?
No. Okay, continue.
Alright, I'm Hutch. I am a tuba player.
Hey, turn up the volume knob on that. Yep.
I'm Hutch. I am a tuba player at the Pursuit of Music Camp. I'm going to be a senior
Where?
at Prosper.
And so
Yeah, you are.
You decided to come to our camp this year. What has stood out for you as far as the camp so far?
Probably the music. Probably the music that we're playing. It's a big step up from what you usually play in class, and it's a good experience for other people to try to play upper levels of music, especially within a only brass setting.
Very cool. Have you had any highlights for the week?
Well, I like my ensemble because it has a lot of high notes, unlike someone who decided to rearrange all my high notes away.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Is that what you're into? Is high notes?
Yes, I have an F tuba.
As a tuba player?
Yes, I'm the.
Do you
tuba
feel
screamer.
internal conflict when you go to bed at night?
No,
I just start sweating and I don't know why.
I'm fully at peace with my high range.
That's good.
You know, every tuba player I have ever met has loved their low register. I don't know. You're gonna like kill my ears.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Every tuba player I've ever met loves their their low register. So I was pretty shocked to hear that you.
I guess I like it just because I have a good one or above average compared to people like. I'm just saying.
We won't say names.
No, we won't say names, but it's just something I'm good at, and I like to embrace that.
Cool.
Speaking of
Yeah.
someone who loves their high range, did you know he could play? You can play a super F, can't you?
Sometimes a little.
Are you
close to the
doing
mic.
ASMR, Ellen? What is
Get
that?
close to the mic.
Hi.
That's good. That's
I'm-
good. That's good.
Hi, I'm Xander. I'm a trombone player at Prosper High School. I'll be a junior next year.
Future All-Stater Xander Bird.
No pressure. Now
Yeah.
you got to make it.
Okay, so similar question, but what were your expectations going into the camp, and then what was different about it, and what was like what you expected?
Well, so a couple weeks ago, I came to Mr. Attaway and I was like, so this camp that I'm going to, like, what more is there than just like orchestral excerpts? And he goes, oh, let me tell you. And so he gave me the spiel about all like the ensembles, the mixed brass things, and it like really sparked my interest in the conducting classes. That was the one thing that I really enjoyed was working with Mr. Ani.
Yeah.
He's really fantastic at the conducting thing. Mr. Lee too. I wasn't expecting the mixed brass to be all the amazing thing it is. Like the piece that you picked, BAME Sextet, fantastic. Really, really enjoying that.
Good.
Working with high-level players, it's a really great experience.
Awesome.
And so was there anything that you kind of expected that went through? Like, how did you feel like Orchestral Excerpts was going to go? Because I had no I had no idea how it was
I
going to go.
was just as lost as you were. I was like, all right, we're playing some Mahler, cool.
Yeah. We did have a really cool moment in the Orchestral Excerpts class when it was, we talked to Allison yesterday, Xander on second, me on third, Krista, who we're going to hear from in a second, on bass, and then Hutch on tuba. And I felt like I was like back in college again, playing with people who actually understand how music is supposed to work. So it was a really, really cool moment. And we did talk about this yesterday, but Ride of the Valkyries, what do you think? Got some work to do?
Practice it.
All right.
Need the key signature.
All right, let's give these two a hand, and let's get two more.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's do Ben Christianic and Gabe Mills. Where's Chris, the neighbor, at? She's
Hiding
guaranteed.
in the back.
She's guaranteed a spot. Okay,
All right,
you're on
very
the
cool.
next
We'll
round.
start on our side. Ben, would you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Ben Chrismanic.
Yeah, this
Hi.
is a microphone.
Hi, my name is Ben Chrismanic. I am a euphonium player here at the Pursuit of Music Brass Camp. I'll be a senior next year at Prosper High School.
Very cool. So, Ben, have you had anything that has stood out this week?
The one things that really stood out to me were the ensemble, the trombone ensemble, and then the conducting course. I didn't expect to get a lot out of the conducting course that I did. I thought it was going to be the same old, flap your arms this way and count.
So, what was different about it? What was it about it that you said this is valuable?
Well, it was a lot more nuanced because we started working on orchestral conducting, which is more subtle and difficult, I would assume. It's a lot different from what what I thought.
Right. Had you done drum major conducting before?
No.
No. Cool.
So I was going in there pretty much blind.
So, interesting story about Ben. He actually started playing euphonium. He wants to march drum corps. He's a clarinet player. You were a clarinet player from 6th all the way till now, right?
Yeah.
Even still.
Until like 6 months ago.
And now are you going to convert fully? Are you going to commit?
Not fully, because I still love clarinet. I still
That's
love-
fine. That's fine.
Shame.
But it's for.
Hey,
Get off the podcast. Okay, so that's good. So, do you feel like, because some of you guys out in the audience, y'all have only been playing for as long as Ben's been playing, which is about a year and a half, right? So, I feel like the growth, I would expect the growth from a younger player to be exponential at the camp. Do you feel like that's how it's been?
yeah, totally.
Okay, that's
Totally.
good. That's what that's why we want to have people like you here. So, this is Gabe. Introduce yourself, Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe. I'm also a
You have a last
euphonium
name?
player. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm.
He doesn't want
Answer that.
the government to find
Yeah,
him.
it's for privacy. I'm Gabe Mills, and I am the euphonium captain at Prosper. And yeah,
Look at you
Your
pulling
shoulder
rank.
off.
Wow.
also quartermaster, if that means anything.
What's a quartermaster?
I don't really know. To be completely honest, whenever I saw,
See, there's master, and it's a quarter of that.
yeah, see, yeah. So whenever I first found out that I was quartermaster, it was on the bottom of our audition. Like whenever we saw it, it was on the paper, and I was like looking through, and I didn't think to check for that because I forgot that I signed up for quartermaster, to be completely honest. And then I'm looking through like my second time looking at like the results, and I go down, and I see quartermaster, and I'm like, it says Gabe Mills, and I go. and then I think the first thing I did when I saw it is I text Hutch, and I was like, what does a quartermaster do? So yeah,
You keep track of all the quarters or what?
something like that.
Yeah. So do you know what a quartermaster even does?
Yeah, it's the loading crew captain.
Oh,
so
that stinks.
I get to move stuff or tell people how to move stuff.
Man, that is a position to be had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So what? I think I'm going to ask you the same question because it's probably going to be two completely different answers. What did you expect coming into the camp, and then what did you end up finding? I know we had a little bit. So we tried to get Gabe into the orchestral excerpts class through Heldenleben, which has a tenor tuba part. Turns out it's transposed, and you have to work on stuff like that.
Huh.
So you can't just. I mean, we probably could have put it into some kind of schoolwork for him, but
That's what I
he's-
did with my trumpet players. I mean, so you could have done that for him if you really liked him.
I don't do. I just give them a new clef. Go learn this new clef.
No wonder I
So,
don't know treble.
Yeah. So anyway, What do you feel like what were your expectations, and then how did it turn out for you?
I wasn't really sure what to expect at first. I thought we were just gonna be like doing orchestral excerpts because that's the only thing I knew that I was doing.
Yeah.
So when I came here and like the first day and I found out that we got to work with a bunch of different people doing different things in all the classes, I was like really excited about that
That's good.
because I thought that was cool. I got to learn more kind of an introduction into music theory, which I really needed. And then I got to work on jazz improvisation, which was cool since I don't get a lot of that as a euphonium player.
Yeah.
And then playing with the top ensemble with Mr. Attaway was really awesome. It was,
Aw, they pay him well.
it was cool piecing that song together.
Checks in the mail.
That's good. So, okay, in the sake of time, the time on the podcast moves really, really quickly. So we're gonna get 2 more folks up. So we appreciate you guys. All right, give these folks a hand. Krista Neighbor is guaranteed a spot. Krista, come up and
Have we had a
let's
get
do a
trumpet
middle
player.
schooler.
Can we get a trumpet player?
Trumpet player?
Yeah. Let's
Let's
go.
do scale.
Yeah. Well, if one's coming up.
You don't even need a third guy in the back. You just
No,
have
I didn't
all
mean-
of us come in.
I don't. Yeah. Just we just stay right here for the next podcast. All right,
All right, Will, why don't you introduce yourself?
dude. We've never had a haircut like this on our program.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Hopefully, get in the camera. This is nice.
This is exciting.
Hi, my name is Drew Jones. I'm the worst trumpet.
You gotta talk a little bit higher. You gotta talk in a little bit higher voice.
Hi, my name is Drew Jones.
That's funny.
My name is William Scahill, and I'm a trumpet player at Prosper High School.
Very cool. What grade are you in?
I'm going into 11th grade.
Very cool. So now, you were actually at our sister camp last year, and then you're out here at the first year of our camp. What has been your experience being at a camp like this over the last several years?
I found it funny because last year I was always spitting out high A's and high D's and whatever. High B's. And then I go back to normal band camp and normal band, and then I hit a high C and I'm just done for the day. Like I can't play anything else. But you come to here and you're just always working and you don't even notice how much your chops hurt until the day is over.
yeah.
Does
We
anybody
kinda
else
beat
have
you up,
chop
don't we?
issues? You get home and you're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So you feel like you've gotten in shape.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Have you had any highlights for the week? Any classes that you've taken that have been just
The orchestral class.
orchestral
It's a lot of
class?
fun.
Cool. What about that?
It's just very interesting to read something that's not what you would normally be playing.
Okay.
Like
What-
something that's not for your instrument, kind of.
Right. What do you think about doing Bruckner 4, where we had you transposing?
It was hard at first, but once you started to do it, it was a bit easier. It was still difficult, but
Yeah. Yeah. For those of you who don't know the piece, it's written for F trumpet. And so I wrote out a B flat trumpet part for
I hate F trumpet.
the players. So they sat down, played the B flat trumpet part, and then I took it away and said, now here's the real part in F. Good luck.
it
And-
sucked.
You know you're in trouble when you can't even read the B flat part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for anybody who took the orchestral excerpts class, you've realized there's a whole world out there that you have no idea about, and that was definitely how I felt in high school.
Yeah.
Whenever I started to dive into, like the Mahler 3 excerpt, Jason Jordan. Yeah, I heard you playing that out there. Appreciate it, buddy. Anyways, so it's an important thing. If you didn't take the class, start to just listen to this stuff. Like it's amazing brass playing. Start to dive into New York Philharmonic recordings, Chicago Symphony recordings, and find your favorite ones, and then you'll start to find your other heroes, right? So, moving right along.
Yeah.
This is Krista Neighbor. Introduce yourself, Krista.
Hi, I'm Krista. I'm a bass trombonist, and I'm going to be going into junior year at Prosper next year.
2021.
Woot woot.
No one else has graduated. Okay, so you, obviously this is the first year that we're doing a brass camp, so it's everyone's first year, but have you done a brass camp before?
I've never done a brass camp, no.
So, well, I mean, I'm sure you've had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been involved in a lot of different things. What's been your favorite part about being in camp?
I think it's just the aspect of I came in knowing I wanted to do something with music in my future and knowing I love to play the bass trombone. but it sort of expanded with all the classes, with Zen band, with conducting, with performance anxiety. It helped me have a better idea that maybe I might want to go into music education, I might want to go into music performance, I might even want to do a little composition. It just sort of helped me broaden my horizons within music.
That's very cool. Yeah, we're glad that. I think that a running theme of just a life rule is what you give is what you get. So Krista's given a lot at camp this week. She's been on top of her orchestral excerpts. She got to play both. So we had 2 different orchestral sections, and she got to play bass trombone for both. So she got to kind of double up on her money there. But whenever you go to stuff like this, make sure that you bring really good energy, because you'll receive really good energy back, right? If you bring a mopey attitude, you'll feel mopey, and that's how it's going to be. So it's great to have people like Will and Krista here, because without good musicians like this, we're limited on what we can play.
Right.
So we appreciate you guys being here very much. Okay. Thank you guys.
Cool. You have a seat.
We've got time for 2
You
more.
want to do maybe a couple middle school kids?
Yeah, let's do a couple of middle schools. I like Rashid. His hands up.
Are there any horn players? We haven't had a horn player in here yet.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked to a horn player yet.
I don't think there's any horn players in here. Are there? He's trombone. Any horn?
Any horn players?
No horn players?
Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe is acting like it's a horn player.
Let's do it. You mind getting Raphael?
That's fine.
All right, come on, Raph. The man, the myth, the legend.
All right, Raphael, why don't you introduce yourself?
All right. My name is Rafael Benavides.
Nice job, dude.
That's the easiest applause you'll ever get.
Yeah, I'm an 8th grader here at the Pursuit of Music Brass Camp, and I currently go to Reynolds Middle School.
Very cool. So what is talk about your experience at the camp this week?
I'd like to say that we've done a lot of work over this entire week. Coming into the camp, I didn't think I thought it'd mostly be orchestral excerpts and we'd play pieces like that all the time. But then it really expanded my horizon when we were given different classes like conducting, Zen band, and our mixed ensembles, because I didn't know we were going to do that. And overall, I've had a lot of fun working with a lot of new people and making new friends. And I think it's just wonderful that I got to play my trombone with a lot of people I already knew and with so much other talented people here at the camp.
So now, Raphael, you're an incoming 8th grader.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you played. We bumped you up to the high school division. How has that been for you?
Starting off, it was a bit rough reading the music from the orchestral excerpts class. Like, we were giving Ride of the Valkyries and things like that. It kind of intimidated me, but the more I practiced on it, it was more easier, I should say. And in the mixed ensembles, the pieces we were given were not what we would normally play in middle school, but I'd say they were more exciting than some of the pieces I play currently. And overall, it was a new experience for me, and I'm glad that I got to play with, the big boys and big girls.
Cool. Very cool.
Big boy.
Yeah.
All right, Rashid, you're up, buddy.
Hi, my name is Rishi Vinod Kumar. I will be going to Lawler Middle School, going to 7th grade, and yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
And
that is
yeah.
that is a good closer for every 7th grade boy's sentence. And yeah.
And yeah.
So, all right, dude. So let's ask this question. So, if there's one thing that you think that you could take away from this camp, what do you think it'll be? If you've got multiple stuff, you can give me multiple stuff too. But if there's one big thing that you've thought about and you've learned, what would it be?
Well, from this camp, there have been quite a few things.
All right, let's hear them.
All the classes have been great. I've learned so much from all of them. Conducting, I didn't know. I knew that. I knew that they taught us how to count. I didn't know anything else about it, but this campus taught me a lot about that. Jazz improv. I I went to jazz band, went once, it was kind of boring, but this has been great because
Dr. Oliver is great.
yeah,
Isn't he?
he's great at jazz. So yeah, they've just taught us a lot.
So it
And-
sounds like you've had some things where you've just started dipping your toes in the water. So now what would be great for you is to take those experiences and keep working with them, right? And keep going and keep trying to dive in and learn more
Yeah,
information too.
definitely.
Yep.
This is gonna be like a great help
Yep.
next year.
So you're excited to play the concert tonight?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
Yep.
gonna be great. It's gonna sound great.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys being on. Let's give them a hand.
Awesome.
And we do have time for 2 more.
You want to do 2
We've
more?
got about 3 minutes left.
All right. Actually, did Evan leave? I guess Evan left.
Pernille.
Why don't you go and pick him?
And
Can we get one of these trumpet players here?
Yeah. You. Oh, we have the North Carolinian here. Okay,
Yeah, Evan,
you're
come on
gonna
over
sub
here
it.
too.
Yeah, you can just come over here.
Yeah, the both of you.
Okay.
Here, scoot to your right.
It's really crowding in. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
Somebody left you a present on the seat. All right.
All right, we'll start over here.
All right.
Ethan, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Ethan Ashton. I'm going to 8th grade this year.
And you play the,
Trumpet,
and you're going out to what school?
Reynolds.
Very cool. So you were at the sister camp last year, right?
Yeah, I was down at Capel.
Yeah, down in Capel. What has been your experience the last couple of years going to camp?
So the sister one, I didn't really think it wasn't as good as this one.
Okay.
I think this one was way better. Last camp, I didn't really enjoy the music. It wasn't really a challenge.
And you feel like you've gotten a challenge this year?
Yeah, this year I've
Okay.
definitely
Very cool.
been better.
That's a challenge for all the faculty is just picking good music for people. So, you know.
Yeah.
Is anything stood out for you this week?
Probably some of the classes that you guys offered,
Okay.
like
What-
the Zen class, and
yeah, tell us about the Zen class.
I liked that. I thought it was great. I just took a nap,
You
but
just took a nap. Not the only person. We have a Zen class going right now, which I'm sure they're all just sleeping.
yeah, it really helped
it's
me
like
relax.
Zen in quotations. It's like Zen class.
Right.
Get your mat and lay down.
AKA nap time. Yeah.
But
Well, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
yeah, so let's start with
We want to go to Evan?
yeah, we'll
Okay.
do Evan first. Okay, so Evan, we gotta give the backstory. Can you give the backstory on how you in the world you went from North Carolina to Texas?
Right, so
Get close to the mic. There you go.
So name.
I'm Evan Lewis. I am from about an hour from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Go Bobcats.
And I'm a rising 11th grader who plays French horn at South Caldwell High School, which means nothing to most people, but right. So
But it means something now.
yeah, I guess so.
So how in the world did you end up here at our camp?
So my aunt's family lives in Fort Worth, West Fort Worth, and my brother was coming up here to do the double reed camp that's nearby,
Yeah.
and so we just thought might as well find me something, and we've been doing a bunch of chamber ensemble stuff at school recently, and so it looked appealing.
That's good. So your experiences, dude, you can be completely open and honest. Did you like it? You didn't like it, or what? What do you think? If you could change anything, what would it be? Or if you not change anything, just give us your opinion on it, because I'm just curious.
I definitely enjoyed it. I think the music was good.
Challenging, not challenging, enough.
It was challenging. The brass piece that hasn't been completely revealed yet for the horn group was
Okay.
definitely something new that I haven't tried before. So.
Yeah. So getting to work with the Dallas Symphony musician, I'm sure was pretty cool. I mean, a lot of the times when I was listening to him, he says stuff that we've said. He's just really cool. So y'all actually listen to what he says.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah. So that's great. So, dude, if you can make it back here, I don't know how the luck happened that way, but it was the craziest phone call I think I've ever gotten in my whole life. So we really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Pernille, you're up, dude. You got a question for Pernille?
Yeah, why don't you guys just maybe trade seats, or either way.
Yeah.
That way you have a mic near him.
Hi, my name is Pernille Seth. I am going to be a high schooler at Independence High School in Frisco, Texas.
Go Knights. All right. So you play trombone.
Yeah.
So you're the only student from Independence that's here. So tell us about. You've probably met a ton of new people.
Yeah,
right?
I met all the high schoolers who go to Prosper High School, and I think there's a really great trombone section here at Prosper, and I feel like I kind of wish I was in this band instead.
Oh.
No offense. I mean, it's a really good band, but
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, I went to a very good high school, and this section here is much better than the section I got to play in. So, no one's gonna follow you for saying that. So, but now, what do you feel like you can bring back to your classmates at Independence?
so from what I've learned here, I didn't just learn from like the classes or the ensembles. I learned from the other students as well. Like the other experienced high
job,
schoolers
guys.
taught me more things than I could have ever learned like just in some other brass camp.
That's great.
So what I think I can take back is like a new appreciation for the styles of music. Before I just used to learn the rhythms and the notes and just play them like a robot. But now I'm really pulling in the style of music to make it really sound more musical.
Dude, that is awesome, man. We're so glad that you were able to make it. All right, let's give these folks a hand. All right. Go.
All right.
All right. Well, we are out of time. We just wanted to do some quick.
Yeah, get some
Q&A.
people up here and talk a little bit about the camp.
Yeah.
So we've got our performance coming up soon. You guys ready
Got
for
20 minutes. All right, let's do one final send off. Let's get some noise going in here. Go, go, go. All right.